Okay, so I am going to be discussing the Anna Meals on Wheels program in Houston, Texas. My name is Jordan, and let's get started. Okay, so what is Anna Meals on Wheels? Anna Meals on Wheels is a program based on the framework of Meals on Wheels. It's funded and staffed by the Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston's Meals on Wheels for Greater Houston's program coordinators. It's kind of a spinoff of that program that they created when they saw a need in the community in 2017. It is marketed to homebound clients who may already have limited food sources, mostly people who were already clients of their Meals on Wheels program, because they noticed that a lot of those clients who already had some sort of food insecurity, who owned any sort of pets, cats, dogs, other types, were sharing the limited resources that they got from Meals on Wheels with those animals, and thus not receiving the correct amount of nutrients that they should have been in order to keep their pets healthy and alive. So it's meant to provide pet food to those who do not have financial or mobility resources to feed their pets themselves. And mostly they provide for the elderly, although they do provide for other members of the community who may be disabled or for some reason unable to leave their homes. It's particularly important right now during the COVID-19 pandemic, where even people who traditionally may have been able to leave their homes to get food and other resources that they and their pets may need are no longer able to leave because of the fear of contracting SARS-CoV-2. So they are actually doing a lot of drives right now to try to get both regular food and pet food to distribute to the community for this newfound need. So how does it work? Every registered client gets a monthly delivery of food, treats, and toys for their pets as needed. It is stocked via pet food drives throughout the community. They partner with other community organizations, churches in the area, schools, universities. The University of Houston is particularly involved and does annual pet food drives for Anna Meals on Wheels. It is staffed primarily by volunteers, some of the volunteers who work for Meals on Wheels and some other volunteers in the community who work specifically for this program. And they pick up and organize deliveries. They deliver out to the community. Many of them also adopt a specific senior and pet to care for and also create a relationship with. And they also organize those pet food drives and may go out into the community to promote the organization to try to get larger donations from companies and other organizations who may have the financial capability to donate more than just an individual. This is Richard and Mary Lou. They're one of the stories featured prominently by Anna Meals on Wheels, particularly because Richard first suffered from disability after his career of hard work in construction, and after developing a double hernia was unable to leave his home and became a client of Meals on Wheels Houston. He credits them with his entire life at this point, saying that he's lucky to be alive for them. And unfortunately, he had originally a different dog who, when tragedy struck with Hurricane Harvey in 2017, actually contracted a virus due to their relocation and passed away. So he adopted Mary Lou in later 2017 and registered her with the Anna Meals on Wheels program, and has been since receiving shipments for her monthly that he says are the only reason that he's able to have her. And he credits her with a lot of emotional support in his life. So the history of Anna Meals on Wheels, like I said, it was founded in 2017, and since then has delivered thousands of meals to pets all over the Houston area, as well as helped connect their owners with the just the classic Meals on Wheels program. Finally, I wanted to talk about the positive effects of pet ownership. Owning animals is proven to reduce stress, to lower blood pressure, and increase social interaction and physical activity, which are all huge positive effects for our aging population who may suffer or may be at increased risk of suffering from any sort of increased stress due to possibly financial reasons or loneliness or anything like that, as well as they may be suffering from a lack of social interaction or physical activity. Owning pets can also reduce the effects of later life depression and alleviate feelings of loneliness. Having another presence in the home at all times, it can really help with those feelings of isolation that our elderly community may feel, especially right now during social isolation. There's also been some research that pets can help reverse the effects of memory loss because they give our elderly populations something to focus on outside of their own negative feelings or possible deteriorating health in a way that allows them that sense of inner reflection that can bring to light memories previously thought lost. And these are my references. Thank you so much for viewing my presentation.